And welcome back.
All right, welcome back to Ride the Wind. We last left our party cowering, quivering in fear in the corner of a dungeon. Is that the right description?
Cowering? Nah,
I think it was more bleeding.
I'm fine.
They had cleaned out the forgotten crypt and fought a troglodyte family on the way out the door, and hold up for a short rest. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add in summary of last session, maybe? What else did you guys do last session? What did you do last session? How about that?
We made friends with a ghost.
That was session before that.
Oh, that's right.
We just traveled to a cave and then we started poorly stealthing.
Well, we got
the
to
giants.
Yeah, we got to the inn, the haystack. We talked to and worked out some giants and got a leg of lamb or a half lamb or something like that got split between us for food. And we met up with I'm gonna forget his name. Raylan, the Raleigh, our contact, who gave us a bad, or what he said was a bad or a not 100% clue or guide to the next a lead. It was a rough lead. He hadn't done his background on it a whole lot, and headed us off to the mountains, which is also where the giants headed us to help them by getting rid of some slimes in their mine.
Excellent.
There were a lot of them.
Slimes, you mean? Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And we still don't necessarily know that we've cleaned out all the slime.
Yeah, we got most of it at least.
Well, we kind of took a bypass to go into the...
We're not leaving any
the-
stone unturned. That's what we're doing.
Understood. I just mean, we took a sidestep to go into the forgotten tomb, and now we have to go back out and make sure we didn't miss anything in the mine.
I didn't think we were actually going out yet, though. Thought we had another staircase.
Yes, that's right. We
did find a staircase up.
Right.
Okay. All right.
found
so,
a really awesome staff.
Is that the Ursat's eye? Or is that a stone?
Or was it stone?
The eye was just an eye.
Eye for an eye. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like a pretty good summary. So here you are at the bottom of some stairs. I think I can switch you guys back over to here, right? And you're in the lower right-hand corner of the map there, Jay.
I have a lot of black here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
All the way down lower right. Zoom out, zoom back in, maybe.
there we go. Yeah.
Oh my.
So this is the bottom of the staircase then.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where we
Yeah,
were,
this,
huh?
right?
Yep. So
So what's the plan?
The plan was for me to lead at this point.
Is my face still lit up like a flashlight?
You have a sword now too that lights up, I think.
I
Don't
do.
you?
Right, and I think that I think she changed her concentration, so that dropped the flashlight. Okay. I know we as a group have it. I don't know if I have it.
Have
The moon scythe or the
Oh, I apologies. I thought it I thought you were the one that had picked it up.
I'll have to go back and look at my equipment.
That's fine. So what's the plan, peeps?
We are ready to go up the stairs?
Yeah.
I am always ready.
All right. Fortune favors the bold. I'll start moving up the staircase.
So
Before you do that, I come up to you and I hand you the dagger of venom.
Oh, now I get the fancy dagger. Okay, I'll take
We
that.
haven't been in contact with each other since we decided to go for a rest. I had to look at it, kind of adore it, and then I'll give it away.
That's funny.
So the staircase that you guys are on goes up pretty sharply. Each one of these turns is representing a full flight of stairs. Essentially, they're pretty big stairs, right? So you move your way up, and can you guys memorize the order that you're in real quick? Because I'm gonna ask you to
Thorn, Karsa.
Memorize the order.
Who's next? Balrog.
Yeah, 'cause I'm about to switch you guys to a new map. Balderug, Belfris, Thalia. Sound right? Alright, so I think this should switch you guys up, and as you head up the stairs, you'll need to reorient the map again there, Jay.
Ah, stage left.
Yeah, the whole map's rotating, but it's essentially the same space. You're in the same space. So yeah, you're moving up this staircase here. Everything is kind of stone, carved stone. Looks pretty old. Clearly, stuff has been moving through here, though. Tracks moving in and out. Obviously, dust has been unsettled.
When you say tracks, we talking humanoid, animal? We had the troglodytes. We've had the shadows. There have been a few different things.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty safe to assume that the troglodytes have been making these tracks.
Okay. We lined up.
Would you like me to stealth forward?
Nah, I got this.
Okay.
So for those of you who are keen on the rules, the Moontouch Scimitar is a martial finesse light. In my weapons, I have crossbow, hand, longsword, rapier, short sword, simple weapons. Does it fall into any of those?
Did not sound like it. You did not say scimitar.
I understand. I just wasn't sure if martial or light fit in with
thought it was
those
a
like
martial.
simple weapons or.
That's a rule book question, man. I would think it's martial.
Okay,
Um,
I can go back to the rule book. That's why I don't mean to bog anything down. So just
You came up to the top of the stairs here, Thorn, and you see a sarcophagus off on the right. This is all one level when you reach the top. The sarcophagus is cracked and broken and turned. It's clearly been opened and trashed for quite a while. And the space in front of you looks empty. Across the room, you see a door with just the faintest light, maybe dawn, cracking through the center of it.
Okay, so we don't need to flip this sarcophagus.
It's already cracked and broken open. Yeah.
All right.
It's opened.
So I'm going to walk up to the crack in the door. I want to try to peer out, like kind of sneakily.
Okay. Yeah, so you move up to the crack of the door and you peer out. You look outside the door and you immediately hear breathing outside, and you spot a large, muscled, kind of nasty-looking creature watching you through the door. He looks angry.
Definitely sees me.
Oh yeah, he sees you.
All right. Is there anything I can bar the door with? Well, which way does the door open? Towards me or towards him?
The doors open inward, toward you.
All right. So I'm going to slowly. Well, if I push the doors closed, will it actually like block the view?
No, they're already closed. They're just cracked. Like there's a large gap between the two doors.
Ah, okay. Is there anything? I don't think I have anything I can just throw in that. Of all the times to not have been. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wave at him and then slowly start stepping back from the door.
As you do, he rushes and slams into the door, and everyone can roll initiative.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
The door's opened? Is there a way, like, is it...
Were you behind? You said you were backing away, so I'm assuming you're not holding the door any longer, right?
Right.
Anything. So yeah, it slams open.
Yeah, I was just thinking of, like, fog of war. I don't know if there's a way to
There is. Stand by.
right-click the doors and open them.
You can mark our troglodyte friend,
Oh, shoot.
your new troglodyte friend. You know, he's the bestest friend. Sorry, I'm trying to find his mod real quick. At 15.
Shh. Well, my day started good with a 5. Better than Dahlia.
Better than me.
I think what we'll do is just
This is trash when you have a...
Oh, there's lots of them.
smash that open. Yeah, just like that. All right. 15. And we got it. Where are we on? Session 3 sheet? Is somebody working that?
Yeah, Belfrest is 18.
All right. Alfred, light us up.
All right. So I would like to do an insight check.
Okay.
I'd like to do insightful fighting, I guess. So this would be against a deception check from him. Let's see. As a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll. Alright, so I need to do an insight check.
I'm looking at his sheet for a deception value.
Charisma if he doesn't have a bonus.
Yeah.
I bet they're not super charismatic.
Oh, they're not.
So that's a 17 from me.
That's a 15 from him.
Ooh, nice. Alright, so that's my bonus action.
All right.
And he is definitely within 30 feet of me, so I will throw my my dagger at him,
Okay.
and I believe with sneak attack is that advantage?
Double dice. damage. Or you have, there's like a sneak attack dice. It's not double, but there's like a number of dice you get.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that sneak attack. There it is. An extra. Well, once per turn you get an extra 2d6.
That's if
All
you
right.
hit.
Well, understood. So that's a 20, not natural, to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. And that'll be that. Ugh, that's bad. And then what was it? 2d6.
Yep.
Probably plus your D4, right?
Yeah. 6, 7, 8 damage. Because I rolled a natural 1 twice.
2 ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done. Okay. Who's next?
Oh,
Looks like I'm up. So I can see 4 of these guys.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, are they
One,
all looking in our direction?
4. Yes. Oh, yes. This is clearly an ambush.
Okay.
They're not happy that we killed their family.
the
Then,
troglodytes know about family.
since I'm the one in front, I'm going to cast Mirror Image as my action.
Okay. And you need a new you, right?
No, that's different. That's
It's
my
just plus AC.
That's
Oh.
doppelganger.
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's
so this is
doppelganger.
just a defensive little thing, and
Got it.
then I believe I
Sure.
can walk over to here without drawing a opportunity attack. Just get myself square in the middle of the doorway.
Okay.
If allowed, I'm going to chime in. I forgot to add the +2 to my d4, so that brings it up to 10 damage.
Okay. What's next, Eric?
No, that's action
Troglodyte.
movement. Don't have a bonus this round, so I'm good.
Got it. Troglodyte. He lashes out. Claws first. Let's see. This one and. Sorry, I need this one. Claws first. First attack is 3.
So we
Oh,
actually
3,
need
7.
4 of these guys.
Yeah,
in
that
no order.
would have gone after one of my images, but did not hit.
Okay. And second claw attack is 16.
That is against me and barely dodges.
Okay. And then he bites down, attempting to gnaw on you. 7 to AC.
Miss again.
All right. The orange dice suck tonight. That's what I get for wearing the orange shirt. All right, that takes us to the next troglodyte, which I'm going to go ahead and move up to here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And move this one up to here. And this one's going to attack next. Same thing, Thorn. 3 rounds. First bite is 20 to hit.
20 will hit me.
Okay. 6 damage.
Oof.
Second claw is 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
And the bite is 9 to hit.
Nope.
All right, the next troglodyte lashes out with the bite first. Oh, that's a crit. So
Dang it.
6, 8 damage.
8 damage on. Okay.
All right.
And my mirror images are failing when I need them.
And then that was the bite, right? Was
No, claw.
That was the first claw. Second claw. 12 to AC.
Nope.
And misses. And Thorn lives around.
I thought there was a bite coming.
No, the bite was the first attack.
Oh.
Yes.
I did
Baldrick.
bite claw for the last one just to mess with you, Eric.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. I guess I shoot the one right in the middle there that's got some damage on it. With the
Okay.
bow. 18 to hit.
Hit.
That's 7 normal damage, piercing.
It's dead.
Oh, okay, that's kind of what I was worried about that, actually. Alright, so it doesn't take any more damage? Well, it takes a bunch more elemental
A
damage.
whole lot. Yeah, it's like sparking and flaming and freezing all at once. Yep.
Yeah, and then I move back. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just move back a little bit.
Okay.
So which one's dead?
The middle one, I think that was the middle guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Karsa and Dahlia on deck.
Karsa steps forward towards the pair, I'll say lower, and recklessly attacks with his sword. So roll. Oh, that's going to be a 25 and a crit. Nice, I'll take the crit because the reckless attack is advantage. So, and with, I will remember my feet. I get an extra savage attack.
have
I
feet?
get an extra roll. Or my class feature. Sorry, I do have feet. So,
Remember the feet.
the first attack is going to be 12 plus my crit die is going to be 12 plus a 10, and he's dead. I
Yeah.
think. But with my savage attack, I'll roll again just for fun. I'll take that. Because I want to see how much overkill. And another 10. Andy dice are loving me.
Yeah. So, describe for me.
Oh, so it's just like 3 swift strikes. Whoom, 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 and he's in 3 pieces. Like, one
Yeah.
leg, and, you know, his torso, and everything in his head. Yeah.
Soul Eater is just laughing the whole time.
Sushi's back on the menu, boys.
All right, Dahlia.
Well, it's not time to
Okay,
talk to it.
I am going to try out my new fancy staff. And I'm just going to go simple with it first, because these guys don't have a lot of hit points, so... let's see, so just to do a magic arrow... or magic missile, it is 120 feet, so I should be able to hit both guys, no problem, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 on this one and 1 on this one because it's 3 darts. So, all right. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4. Do I have to actually attack, or is it just an automatic? Looks like it's just an automatic, right?
Yeah, magic missiles just hit.
Okay.
Wow.
So on the first
So good.
guy, the 2
Just
hits,
Or 1d4 each or something.
Yeah, they're not huge. Oh, so the first guy with the 2 darts gets 3 plus 5, so 8 damage.
Nice.
And then the second guy is getting 3 damage.
Okay.
And
Not
that'll
30.
be my...
Well, that was the one I.
Oh, that was the one you killed. 3. There's
Excuse
the
me.
bottom. Okay. All right.
Alright, so that'll be my turn.
All right, Belfers. Top of the order.
Alright, Belfers. I am going.
Mic's off.
Do what?
Your mic's off.
All right, I am going to move over closer to Baldrug a little bit just for the angle. I am going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to do that insightful combat or insightful fighting again against the back. Sorry, that troglodyte. So that's once again an insight check. Come on, something good. This is not gonna work. That would be a 4.
This is
Contested.
contested?
Yeah, contested deception.
11.
Yeah, I did not make it. All right. So then I am going to, after I'd thrown my dagger, I reached for my, what do you call it? My short bow. And I have knocked an arrow, and I will attack him with the arrow. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right. For 4 piercing damage.
That's the far one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thorn.
All right. Well, since there's just one standing next to me now, I'll just go with the dagger.
You're welcome.
16 to hit
That hits.
and 5 damage.
And he goes down.
Woohoo!
Takes us to Troglodyte 3, I believe?
Yep.
Or 3. This one, right? No, this
Yeah.
one's dead.
That's the one I just killed.
Number 3 is the one that you just killed. Okay.
Yeah, let me mark him. Sorry. That's what I get for having too many windows open. This one moves up, right up to you and attacks you, Thorn. First with the bite. The bite. Chomps down. Nat 1.
Okay.
Second with the claw. The claw. 13 to AC.
13 hits one of my illusions.
Okay.
So
4
it
damage.
disappears.
All right. And the second claw. 12 to AC.
Nope.
All right. That takes us to Baldrug.
Shoot the bow. Another 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
5 regular damage.
Okay. And he dies.
All right, and a bunch of other damage.
The remains of the troglodyte family lay at your feet. Some of it carved, some of it charred.
I go up to the first one and I retrieve my dagger.
Actually, I take that back. I don't think I can do. I think I forgot. Part of the bow thing is that there's a maximum number of those things that happens per day, and they're definitely run out by now. Sorry. So.
It's
There's
just
a
the
lot
little
of
arrow.
text on this bow.
The normal arrow did enough damage.
Yeah, there's 5 a day. I get 5 charges a day of that extra damage. I was way overdoing it. So
Okay.
it
Yeah.
recharges every dawn. So,
Yeah, so you find yourself standing at the entrance to a tomb with a dead
Oh.
troglodyte family at your feet.
This is just now the Forgotten Tomb. I'll take a couple steps down to the pathway.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'm in. Why not? I still got 9 health.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of walk out. It's a very, very old stone path around you. The brush is overgrown. You can just make out some like obelisks.
Okay, is this an obelisk in the center?
Yeah, there's a statue in the center up ahead. Yep.
So we just came from a mine. It looks like there's foliage here, though?
We climbed upstairs
A lot of stairs.
Yeah.
and out a door. Yeah.
Do we see anything on the statue?
So you approach the statue and you take a look at it. Hold on a second. Let me get my description.
Oh, nope, I reread the bow, and I do get those elemental every time. The charges are for the extra. There's 5 spells. Never mind. Keep going. I've got like cantrips that I can cast with the charges.
Ah, there we go. I can see it a little bit better now.
So you approach the statue, and there is something vaguely humanoid there. It's pretty beat up. It's very, very, very old. It's got 3 digits and 1 opposable thumb, not 4. It's a little different. And one of the ankles is broken off, but the other one, still holding the statue up, clearly has 3 toes with what the nails are actually broken off, but so you can't really see those. But and then it's tall, it's skinny, really like almost gaunt looking. It's got like a thick burly neck with some spikes kind of poking out of it, and the head is half destroyed, and at the bottom you see an open mouth, kind of gaping open.
Is there any writing on it, or like, here lies blah blah blah?
Yeah, no, you don't spot any immediate writing. Go ahead, roll perception, I guess.
4.
Yeah, no, you don't really spot any writing around the statue.
Fair enough.
Does it look like, you're talking about spikes coming up out of the shoulders, does it look like the statue was of someone wearing armor, or does it look like the spikes are part of their flesh?
Yeah, it would be really difficult to tell. It's so old and crumbled, it would be difficult to tell.
Okay.
I'm mosey on around. Oh, now I can kind of see it.
Oh, I see
Yeah, I'm gonna. I keep walking.
Is this? I mean, the statue from our perspective here is just a placeholder, right? Because this guy looks like he's holding a pan or a dish or something.
Yeah, it's just a placeholder.
All right. Does
So
it
are
look
we-
like it's
is there
encasing
sky? Are we
something
outside?
under it?
Yeah, you look around, you're outside, absolutely.
Okay.
There's foliage all around. You actually spot kind of out in the foliage, you spot little bits of stone reflecting back
Mhm.
where you can see them.
So I was gonna ask, does it look-
half grown in, half grown out, overgrown.
does it look like the statue itself is over a tomb? Is it like would someone be buried under this?
No, this would look more like a temple type statue or something with a dais in front of it, and like maybe you could kneel and pray at or something, and then you know the tomb is clearly
Okay, where we came from.
yeah.
I'm gonna step up to this stone that we see, if I can make it through the foliage, to try and see if I can tell what it is or was.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of work your way up through the foliage. It's rough terrain for sure. You get up to which you're heading up to like this one up here.
Down.
That's me. I'm scouting around at
Oh.
the top. There it is.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see you down there now. Yeah, you approach the stone, and think of it like a gigantic tombstone, essentially. But there's no writing on it. It's buried in the ground. It's clearly not a natural stone formation. This is something that was placed here.
All right. Is there anything ornate about this, or is it once again too old and weathered that?
Roll investigation. How about that? Are you proficient in investigation?
I am.
Roll it.
Not that it helped. 10.
10.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so what I'll say is that the stones appear to be in concentric rings, and they appear to be in some kind of pattern.
Okay. Zooming out, I can see that a little better now. Yeah.
I think if I recall from last session when what's his name? Rufus? Ralia? Radman?
Raleigh.
Raleigh. I like Rufus. When he sent us, I think we were going around to the north side of the mountain, and the giants were telling us it was like the opposite side. Is it clear that we are now like on the north side, as if like this is where he was leading us?
Roll survival. Or anybody who wants to roll survival.
Survival is...
Make this a group check. Everybody roll survival.
12.
11.
17.
Should be my thing, but I rolled poorly.
See what Dahlia and Belfers come up with. He's muted.
You muted yourself.
Dahlia rolled an 18. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure this is on the north side.
So what does that mean?
I mean, so you're
So-
roughly where you think Raleigh would have sent you anyway to begin with.
We completed both
The
missions.
fact that we already found the
Both side
thingy-
missions are. Yeah. Our journal is just updated with a check mark.
Nice.
And
He's like World of Warcraft stacking missions and rolling dungeons.
And
Got a quest
presumably
tracker
the
mod.
statue. The statue would be the Bantine.
Carson knows nothing
The
about
who?
that.
Did we get all the slimes? Should we go back down?
That's it now.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh.
Hi.
And a new challenger approaches.
She wanted to say goodnight.
Get her a sword, Roger.
I'm clipping that.
I do what?
Get her a sword. She can
Oh,
fight with us.
understood. All right. She says goodnight.
Good night.
She could use that scimitar.
Keep her dad in check.
Right. Well, we've left our horses, our mounts at the other entrance. Let's.
I mean,
Mount
from
up.
Is the other entrance just like around, like down here or something?
Well,
Probably.
I think there was at least one more path in the mine itself we haven't gone down. If we're
There's like a fork or something, I don't know.
Yeah, if we're
Just
going to
backtrack.
clear out the ensure that we receive our payment, we should probably go back and make sure the job's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are headed back in?
Well, let's see. Is this a dead end? This was just a stairway to this. This is,
That's the
You're
top,
coming
top of the stairs.
yeah.
Yeah, you can work your way
Sounds
back down and
good.
around, no problem. You guys make your way back down into the crypt. This place looks familiar at this point. You want to move your tokens through it? Will that be fun?
I mean, there was.
No.
So you move your tokens back through. I'll move them for you. Make your way back through the crypt. You kind of work your way through the troglodyte den, and you make an immediate left and come back down to the entrance that you carved yourselves, or broke open in order to get in. So you find yourselves inside of the mine yet again. Stand by. Chug, 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 chug. Come on, computer. Mine. Go. And I think you're still back. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so you come back into the mine, and things are quiet in the mine.
Is.
As I recall, we didn't explore all of this. I think
We did
came
not.
Straight down the tracks.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see if we go down.
There's some
So
turns down here.
We need to make sure, for the sake of our friends, make sure we kill all these jellies,
For the sake of our money.
puddings.
Yeah, for the sake of that gold.
So you make your way. You find implements, giant pickaxes and bits and things. Everything that was metal has seemingly been just chewed up and, basically melted and evaporated. There's still black puddles of like oily, nasty looking stuff. As you work your way through. Hold on just a sec. Stop moving around for a sec, guys.
Put the enemy tokens down.
So you kind of come along the riverside. I guess you're working your way back out, right? Is that the direction you're headed?
We are
You
heading.
passed a whole bunch of crates and things. They had supplies in them, food, like rations, huge crates, lots of food in them. The giants were clearly here to do some business for a while, mining granite.
Cool. Who's going across the water?
Is this?
Well, there's a
Roderick
bridge
just
over
went
here.
swimming.
Yeah, so you go swimming across. You notice on the far side that the tracks are completely gone. There used to be rail here, but there is no longer. You guys work your way up. You find another
Table's
cart
clear.
table.
Turntable.
Yeah, turntable. You find, wheelbarrows, lots of tools. Roll perception. Group perception check.
Hey, natural 20. Makes up for my 3s.
11.
7.
2. I closed my eyes.
Okay, so one of the crates over here you spot, and it looks kind of clean and shiny.
I look to investigate in it.
And you come over and you pop it open, and inside you find a set of hide armor. It seems quite large, like really big,
Giant size.
giant sized. But you may add to your inventory Mariner's hide armor. And
Mariner's had armor.
yep.
Hide. Oh. Nice, straightforward.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you just steal from our giant people?
Steel.
What am I saying? Take everything. I'm sorry.
Possession is 4/5 the law.
So
Okay.
we. Okay.
I'll save you some more time. You guys work your way on out of the mine, and you don't really spot any more indications of slime.
I walk
You
around
suspect
loudly as I
that-
can just to see if they come to us.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Yeah. And you spend,
Walking
let's go
Dead
ahead and do it
style.
this way. You guys spend a couple of hours kind of combing through the mine, looking for any more valuables. And you mostly find tools and supplies, and no more black puddles on your way out. You get out to the outside and you find your horses grazing on bits of
They've killed
You
their
know.
own troglodyte family. They had their own encounter without us.
some tender leaves along the riverbank.
They're carnivorous horses. Only the
Yeah,
best
all
for the
those
red
carnivorous
blades.
horses. That's exactly right. So,
I have a question.
You're also
turn your
not
mic on
your
and then ask.
So I have a question,
Go ahead.
and it's somewhat out of character and somewhat in character,
Okay.
or in game. So we're supposed to be getting these leads from Raleigh, and then we go off and we try and find whatever.
We make
Are
money,
we
he
supposed
makes
to be-
money.
Well, I understand, but so far what we've done is we've found some stuff, and then we've immediately put it on and started using it. Do we have any idea if we know that we need to be like trying to get back to some place to hawk it, sell it, distribute it, or provide it back to our superiors? Or do we just like keep it on us and see what I mean?
Yeah.
Soul Eater is I, and I are Soul Eater.
Well, I understand, but if Soul Eater's the thing that we were supposed to go find and get and bring back for their enrichment,
Think of it more like a biker
It
gang.
wasn't clear
Not-
that it was for anyone else.
I is Soul Eater.
We are
Yeah.
paid Raleigh for the lead.
well, I understand.
We're a
I don't want
franchise.
to
We're
run
we
afoul
have no
of.
bosses.
I don't want to run afoul of the bigger guys because we just went rogue and decided to keep all the stuff that they sent us after.
Yeah, I think annually when you get together at the big rally, you pay some dues or something. But
All right.
everybody's out
We
there
haven't
doing
seen
their
an
thing.
email for the offsite.
When we get to
yet.
Sturgis,
Yeah, when you get to Sturgis,
Our-
you renew your oath. You pay your dues.
We'll have a little
know,
blood.
Tout
Right.
your fame.
Right. Getting some bar fights. The usual. Have some horse races.
represent Carlsbad.
Yeah.
It's the Pasadena version of the Red Blades.
Yeah, so you find yourselves, west of North Run, standing outside the mine on the side of the mountain there.
Well, I guess we gotta go back and tell the giants their good news and get our bricks of gold.
Yeah, and it is late morning. You rode out, I think, like mid-morning, and it's been a full 24 hours you guys have been going.
Probably should have a long rest first.
Solid.
Hey, I get my charge back on my staff though. Every morning.
Yeah, it was like half day's ride, so we should probably rest before we head back.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
So we make camp here at the entrance to the cave, to the mine.
good with that.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make camp. Is there anything you guys would like to do? You're gonna set a watch? You're gonna is anybody working on anything? What's the plan?
I'll watch first.
I'll take second.
How many do we need? 3 watches? Forget.
I think you
4?
guys need 3. Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
3 hours each.
Well,
I can go with the first.
depends on how long the total rest is going to be. I guess.
So we need 8 hours each.
So if you do 4
Yeah,
2-hour watches,
We're gonna need 4 2-hour watches. Yep.
if you want to keep it to, well, 6. Is it 8 or is it 6? I don't know.
Well,
It's
if you
8.
click on long rest, it's 8 hours, but you can do 2 of your hours standing watch.
Okay.
So it'd be 4 2. So
Okay.
I'll go first. Then Thorn.
Okay. Your watch goes quite uneventfully.
Woohoo.
So we're talking mid-afternoon. Who's on the second watch?
That's me.
Okay. Yeah, your watch also goes uneventfully. Who's the third watch?
Okay.
So we're getting towards like early evening, and you feel it more than you hear it. At first, it's like a really like low thump, 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 and it gets louder and louder. And then you hear it, and you spot 4 massive humanoids coming up the path towards your camp.
Mm-hmm. I'm hiding.
Roll stealth.
Quietly hiding. Natural 20, 24.
Okay,
You're hidden.
and everyone else is
I'm
sleeping.
nearby. I'm watching.
Are these
Got it.
thumps loud enough to actually like wake us? I do have
Uh,
danger sense.
Oh, what's danger sense do? Help me with that.
Sounds like archery.
It's really just a dex advantage on saving throws.
That doesn't seem like it matches. Roll perception with disadvantage.
We do have the Maul of Warning, So you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep.
Somebody has to be using it though. Has to be attuned to it, right?
There's nothing to be.
or no.
Oh yeah, that one
We're
does
all
require
asleep.
attunement. Yep, my bad.
This is fine.
I'm asleep. Yeah.
This is our buddies. Can
Yeah,
I
they-
see what they are yet? I mean,
the-
can I perceive or anything? You didn't let me roll.
Yeah, as they approach the path, you realize that this is the giants that left, or that you had met at the the inn, and they come approaching up the path,
Okay. Before
and one of them barks at you. You don't speak. Do you speak
I do.
giant,
I'm the
or
one
is
that
it?
talk to them. But
He's
I'm
the
also
only one that does.
24 stealth right now. But before they get close, once I realize who they are, I will come out and like make myself.
Yes. They come to a stop and look down at you. Hey, what are you doing standing outside?
Well, we're keep your fucking voices down. We're sleeping. No, we just cleared the cave, killed everything, did as you asked. We're just catching a break.
He motions to two of the other giants. Go take a look, and they go thumping up the path and up into the mine to look around.
Okay.
Weapons drawn, huge clubs, and one with a pickaxe. They go, into the mine to look around. What were they?
Oh, the puddles, the black slimy puddle things.
They ate everything.
Acidic. Use ranged attack.
Range attack. He reaches down and picks up a boulder.
I hold my bow up.
He reaches down, picks up a boulder, and throws it. Oh, you guys are lucky. I didn't roll a 1.
I didn't mean right now.
And it smashes into the wall near Dahlia, like spraying you with like a shower of rock, and dust and pebbles.
What the hell? I just look
says,
up.
I know range attack.
I am now awake.
Good job.
Yeah, you realize that these are stone giants, and you saw the throw. It was uncannily accurate and powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, use those next time. But they're all dead for now. Couldn't, yeah.
The fourth giant is up inspecting the cart, looking around, and he's smelling it. He sniffs it, and the other two come back out. Looks clear. And the first giant kind of smiles down at you. Thanks, friend. And he pulls out that gold nugget.
The brick.
It's like literally the size of a 2-liter bottle. It weighs like 80 pounds. And drops it in your hands.
Who can actually carry the 80 pounds? 'Cause
I'm good. I should be.
I'm sure Carson's got it.
Oh yeah.
I can.
One-handed.
What's my? I can carry up to 240, and I'm only at 86, so this is no big deal.
Yeah, so you catch it. It kind of drags you to the ground.
I
Catching
start
80 pounds.
pretend to do
I'm sure it'd be-
one bicep curl with it, like there's no big deal, but it's kind of a big deal.
80-pound bicep curl with roll strength.
Yeah. Ooh, that could have been better. 11.
11. Yeah, you get it like a quarter of the way up, and you feel your arm starting to shake, and you kind of try to play it off and kind of turn to,
Exactly.
Can we go back to sleep now?
He looks around. Sleeping time, yes. And
We finished our rest.
he kind of rumbles up. You guys welcome to stay for a while. We go inside to sleep. And they go inside.
Thank you.
You hear him mumbling some stuff as he walks away.
Hope they don't find the
I go
missing
back to
armor.
sleep.
Alright, yeah, we need one more watch, I guess.
You can add to your inventory that chunk of gold.
Uh-huh. Chunk.
Yeah, I was gonna try to give you. Yeah, it weighs 84 pounds.
Okay.
It is the size of a 2-liter bottle, and it is worth 4,200 gold if you could find a way to actually sell it or turn it into coin.
So 4,200 worth of
So
potential.
I don't want you adding 4,200 gold. I want you adding an item to your inventory that says
No,
Chunk of
I
gold.
know.
chunk of gold.
I don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna write it in Discord at the moment. Yeah, you got
I
it.
did.
Or we trade it.
We have to pawn it like as a single item,
I
basically.
guess I
Correct.
know. Let's see, manage equipment.
If you
Or-
go down
or find
to
one to
other
smelt it.
possessions, you should be able to just type in other possessions on your character sheet.
Yeah, you can. And tap that mic just a touch closer to your mouth, Eric. There you go.
Edit unidentified item. Oh, God damn it, the window goes away.
Alright, so we rest our last 2 hours.
Fourth
and
watch?
then- Fourth watch.
I'll
Carson.
take it.
Alright.
Or Karsa. Either one. Both of us. Doesn't matter.
I rolled a 1 on my previously disadvantaged perception check, so I'm not sure I woke up during all that. So you can take the last watch.
Alright.
I was also knocked unconscious, so I'm like,
You needed to have the extra time.
Karsa would never say it, but he's probably fighting a concussion.
Awesome. Yeah, so the last watch goes uneventfully as well. And so you find yourselves in kind of early evening. It's dark, full dark. You know, your 8-hour rest is over. You guys can mark long rest on your sheets.
Woohoo!
I think we just head back.
Okay. You
Okay.
guys,
We can take it easy, just do, one time ride.
okay. You you guys mount up and head off then.
Butt
Again,
stallion. Kim Butt stallion. Forgot I didn't name my horse, so he's Butt stallion.
You guys never named your horses, did you?
I thought I did, but I can't
Part
remember.
of your character,
Oh,
creation.
I forgot about that, honestly.
So you guys head off into the night. You ride all night, headed east, back down out of the mountains toward North Run over here. You guys can see this on the map now, right? I think.
Yeah.
And you come riding in to North Run. It is still dark, full dark. We're talking like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning as you come into the city.
Should we go back to the inn that we were at before? And
Haystack.
since the giants are gone, we can hopefully get some real food.
Yeah, maybe we can
At-
mess with Raleigh some more.
3 in the morning.
We might have to wait on food.
I bet you
I mean, I
something's
guess we
open.
just slept, but...
Okay, so you roll into the city and head for the haystack. The main drag takes you straight downtown along the riverside, and you follow the road right up to past the bridge, and you get to arrive at the haystack. Let's say 5 a.m. and you can already smell bread
Ooh.
baking as you arrive.
Nice.
Can we find the stable boy to have him take the horses?
He's actually up already feeding horses and cleaning, and as you have to do when you're running these types of establishments, and he seems eager to help these fine steeds find a nice, comfortable place in the yard. And he runs off to find some food for them as well, some meal or something. I don't know. What do you feed a horse? Carrots?
Hey.
Hay? Thanks.
Hey.
Hey, I am not a horse guy. So bear with me. Yeah, it's the finest hay for you, sirs, and ma'am, and runs off.
Let's go in and see if there's food.
You go in, and Wendell is already up and in the back. You know, it's this big open room again, and the kitchen's open so you can see right into it. And she's back there, you know, pounding on bread, and you smell bread baking. It's got a bit of a cinnamon smell in the air. She says, oh, you're back. They left. They left yesterday. Thank God.
We've already rested for the evening, but we were hoping to get some breakfast.
Well, I've got fresh cinnamon rolls. That's all I have yet. I could make some eggs, and I'm afraid I don't have any bacon yet. We're still quite cleaned out of the meat products. The city may take some time to recover, frankly, not just the haystack.
Cinnamon rolls and eggs and some mead sounds fabulous.
Mead, morning mead, absolutely. I don't know what's going to happen with the festival and the tournament in town, and it just seems just such a shame that.
What tournament?
Well, yes, the Duke. He's running the tournament. It actually starts later today. You're not aware. You seem like the type that might enjoy such a thing.
Who has time
Not
for
really.
festivals?
Will
Not
they
really.
fight? I will fight. I fight.
Oh yes, I hear it's quite rough.
How long does the festival run?
Oh, just 2 days. It's very short. The Duke does it once a year. You know, just kind of. Well, frankly, it's kind of stuffy noble kind of thing, but you know, they like their blood, I guess.
I'm guessing the Duke lives in that big building up there on the hill.
Oh yes, in the castle, of course.
Do we? I look around to the rest of them. It's like, are we sticking around for the next couple days?
So it's today and tomorrow?
Yes. Well, today, tomorrow, usually wraps up fairly quick. You know, the tournament. You know, people don't live long.
Do you have 2 rooms available still?
Yes, I do actually. Everyone has pretty much left except your friend. Having only eggs to feed people has been quite dismal.
I think we should take our 2 rooms back and stay for the festival.
Fantastic. Well, that sounds lovely. I'll have them prepared for you, and usually your friend is down shortly. You know, 8-9 a.m. Make yourselves at home, and I'll bring out some food. And she scurries off to you know, handle the business of making rooms ready and getting eggs and meat and all that going for you guys.
Sounds good.
So I pitched in the 10 gold last time. Who's got it this time?
I can do some. What was it?
It was 20 for each room. Well, no, it ended up being 15.
Yeah, it was like 200 silver. Right?
She gave you a discount because
Yeah.
the food situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all-inclusive joint, so it's not like you're buying food and mead. You know.
So how much do we need to pay?
It would be 100 silver up front and 100 when you leave.
For both rooms.
No, each.
For each room.
So we each need to do 40 silver. Or 4 gold, right?
Yep.
All right.
Got
Sure.
mine.
Let's just pay it now.
Done.
Yep. Alright,
Okay.
we've paid her in advance, because then we don't have to remember it later.
Excellent. Yeah, food comes down and you guys hang out. Raleigh eventually works his way down, looking a little more refreshed. Still a little beat up, bruised, battered. Oh, wow. Hey, good to see you guys. Those giants, man. They made a mess out back. Did you see it?
No, not yet. We just came in the front door.
The whole thing is like a mud pit. They've killed everything green in the whole area. They burned the trees out there. I think they ate every pig and goat in the whole city.
Well, your tip turned out well. Got any more for
Not
us?
every pig, and I point to Karsa.
He likes that. Yeah. The tip turned out well. God, I didn't know. I mean, I heard there was a tomb. You know, I heard there might be some stuff there, some goodies, but I didn't really have much else to go on. So, what'd you find, by the way?
This and that.
A lot of corpses.
Corpses. Yeah. Okay. Well, tomb. You know, that makes sense.
I mean, they weren't corpses until we left. If you
No,
catch my
what was
drift.
the corpse that came back?
Ran into a little trouble, huh?
Troglodytes.
What? Troglodytes. I'm glad I didn't go. Jeez. Might just send you on all my fishing expeditions too.
No ghosts this time.
That's a good thing.
Acid
goes-
pools.
That thing, I wasn't happy about that, frankly. Terrifying. Evil creature. Oh. So yeah, you asked about additional leads. Frankly, I only got one other thing in the city, and I was planning on moving on, but I really don't know how to even approach it. Supposedly, there's something being held in the castle. There's some more treasure, Vantine, but I got no way of knowing. I tried to ask around. People are real dodgy about it. The Duke apparently is kind of a prick, and you know.
What do you
Kinda
know
keep-
about the
keep
festival
himself.
that's going on?
Yeah, it's some kind of local thing. They get a bunch of people together and watch people kill each other.
Is it something we can enter Karsa into?
Yes.
Arsa, yeah. He seems like the kind of guy.
Is
Yeah.
there, is it too late though? Because it starts today. Or
Gosh,
do
I
we
don't even know how to enter. You know, it wasn't real high on my list of things to do. You know, it's he's a small of stature man, like gnomish.
Maybe if
Well,
we can
nothing
enter
is
Karsa,
high
we can get
on
into
your
the
list.
castle.
Because you're so short. Oh god, 2 jokes a day is enough for me. I'm sorry. I'll go back to brooding.
I missed what you said, Dahlia.
I said maybe if we can enter Karsa, we can get inside the castle.
Yeah, I guess seems. I mean, lots of people get into the castle. I mean, I think you only have to pay at the gate to watch the fights. So you know, it's probably not hard to get in. Shouldn't be too bad. But maybe fighting gets you a backstage pass, eh?
I will fight.
I look around the.
He winks at you.
I look around the hotel, the bar, the inn, whatever room we're in, and are we alone? Is there a lot of other patronage?
No, there's nobody else here.
Okay. It's still in a relatively hushed, low tone. I ask Raleigh what the, I guess how the organization would feel about us if we made an enemy of the Duke. Like, are they on good terms with him? Is it kind of like they don't really care? They don't really
Fucking
know.
dukes, princes, and kings can all eat it. Jesus. Steamroll those fuckers and move on.
Understood.
Well, since it's probably already 9 o'clock, right? Since Raleigh straggled in,
Yes.
we should probably head on out. I flip him a gold coin.
Hey! He snatches it right out of the. Oh wait, I gotta roll my dex check. You guys flipping the coins, man. I'm telling
Hits him
you.
in the face.
He gets a +2, so 11. 11. Yeah, he snatches that out of the air. You know, that's not so bad. Thanks, lady. And yeah, he winks at you. You think you guys would pick up my tab for a couple days here too?
Nice try.
All right.
Always with the jokes.
Well, you know, you gotta take them where you can get them, right? Like, hey, listen. So I guess if you guys are gonna be checking out the castle, I'm out. You know, I've had plenty. I'm gonna be headed west. Thinking I'm heading out to Litchfield. It's gonna be probably a week before I'm able to get there. Hell, you guys could beat me there if you needed to, but you know, just stop in Litchfield and look me up. I'll be out there.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, thanks.
I turn to leave. As I'm walking out the door, I look at Baldrag and I say, "Your jokes suck." And then I tag him right in the groin.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Full attack.
Oh.
I mean, not hard. Just like, you know, a good old college
Like a nut
rack
tap?
in the junk.
A dodge?
A little harder than that.
Roll
Yeah,
attack.
I mean, come on.
What, unarmed attack?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of school you went
Oh.
to, but
22.
Oh,
But you're pulling the punch, right? You're not trying to like
Oh,
damage.
yeah. Oh,
my
yeah,
balls lose a hit
Alright.
point.
Yeah, no. But we'll say that you actually roll Constitution.
I'm
Yeah.
stunned for a round.
Your unarmed strike just does 6
Roll
damage. That's
con?
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just straight up Constitution mod.
Eight- 19.
Yeah, you don't even flinch.
Ah! I've been training for this moment.
You turn
I'm
your
a
eyes
little
up.
stunned. I look at you like, had respect,
Again.
bro. And then I like clap you on the shoulder. Well done.
Balls of steel.
We say jump, jump,
Jump, jump.
because as it works too. In order.
All right. Yeah, so you head back outside. Sun's up. You know, birds chirping.
Guns up, guns up.
So it's a beautiful day to die.
Let's go to the castle. A girl wants to see some pretty things.
Castle time.
Turns her tail around.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys head out down the road. Are you taking the horses with you or no?
Nah.
So
I'd leave
right
him here
there.
if we're staying in town.
Okay. So yeah, you follow the road out, and the road winds around the city. You kind of gotta like work your
Oh, I
way
see the doors over on the
around.
backside. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. This is all pretty much. This is super steep cliffside. There's no approach from it, and you kind of come, work your way around up to the gate, and there's at least 10 guards guarding the gate, and there's like a little table and a little tent there with some little banners, and a little dwarf sitting behind the table, looking very stuffy. And he's there's a couple of people of modest wealth, standing there in front of him, and you see them chuck a couple of gold coins at him, and he snatches them up and writes their names down on a little ledger. Says, "I did enjoy the show." Yeah. And he turns, looks up at you guys. Welcome. Come on.
I fight.
Oh, a fighter, eh? Yeah. Well, entry is 50 gold in the tournament, and it's winner take all. Right now we have let's see, counting you would be 7. So it's a pretty good sized pot, eh?
50 gold.
300.
Yeah, 50. I mean, it's not, it's modest for the pot. I mean, modest entry fee for the pot,
Oh,
And you seem tough. Surely you can survive. I mean, win, and it should be great. And and for the rest of you, it's 1 gold each, just for entry and to be able to watch the show. Absolutely. Unless you'd like to fight too, milady.
I'm more of a looker.
And yes, you are. And he looks at you.
I flip on my gold coin.
They are all my servants. I require them to accompany me to the fighters' ready area.
Yeah, that sounds great. They can all pay 1 gold.
I hand over my gold.
Great. And what names can I put? And he's holding his pen to write in the ledger.
Ruby.
Ruby. All right, he's writing down. And you, sir?
Oh, me. My friends call me Patch.
Patch. All right. Patch, all right. Thanks, Patch.
Baldrug.
Baldrug. How do you spell that, Baldrug?
B-A-L drugged.
A-L drug, and he kind of makes it up. And you, sir?
I toss my coin, and I'll go by Quincy.
All right, Quincy, welcome. All right, he jots that down. You guys pay the fees?
I did.
Rich, you paying the fee? You got 50?
No. I don't. So I look at who is going to be. I'll look at Dahlia and just be like, nod my head, be like, boo.
I'll pay 10 of it. And I give Karsa 10 gold.
All right. I guess I'll fish out the remaining. Ugh, cheap.
Cheap, it's your fee.
No, I meant Dahlia was being cheap.
I
Some
believe
servant you are.
1/5.
Yeah, and what's your name, sir? I can't hear you over crunching.
Sorry.
Your mic was not picking you up real great.
Said Karsa Oolong.
Karsa Oolong. Is that like the tea?
What tea?
He flips his ledger to a different page, and you see 6 other names there, and he writes your name, and then flips it back. All right. When you get inside, here, just hand him this, and he hands you a little slip of paper. That's got, it's basically like an entry fee ticket. So the fights start, and looks up at the sun. Couple hours, probably. Around noon. Good luck.
Thank you. Besides the fight, what else is there to do?
Oh yeah. So out in the courtyard, there's some games and food, and all those can be had for a modest fee, and should be a great time. Some music, even. Enjoy.
Are there any tours of the castle?
No, the Duke's pretty private in the castle proper. He enjoys having people out in the courtyard, but not really a fan of people in the castle.
I was hoping to see some fine things.
I'll bet you were. Well, the blacksmith is he's got a booth set up. He's got some pretty nice things. You might check those out. A new blade, maybe? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. I walk by him to go in, and I like pat his cheek with my tail.
Oh, he kind of giggles. All right, so yeah, you guys head on in.
Yeah.
So as you pass in the gate, you're in like a large double portcullis area. And it's massive, stone structure. The gate itself is that fortification. As you pass through it, you realize that it is as big as the castle on the inside of it. And the wall around the outside is massive. It's at least 2 stories tall, huge and thick.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a solid 30-foot wide wall, right? Or thick wall. And the portcullis, as you're passing through it, is at least 3 times that thick. So you're passing through a massive, long tunnel. You spot, arrow slits and murder holes and things all along it as you pass through. And you enter into the courtyard. And in the courtyard, it seems like maybe half the town is there, but the wealthier half of town is there. And they're all out in their finest, and there's booths lining the courtyard on the left and on the right. The castle has an inner wall that kind of connects to the outer walls as well. And there's a large opening that opens into an inner courtyard as well. And you can see that there's a large stone patio there and some grass field around that. Out in the outer areas where there's some games like the hoop game, and like people are, shooting bows and arrows at some targets, trying to win prizes, and there's booths with food and things like that as well. Vendors selling stuff.
Can we see a way into the
I
castle?
immediately start walking towards the bow and arrow game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so as you walk through and you kind of open out, you see out in front of you there's a large archway that leads to the inner courtyard, and you can see the entrance to the castle through that archway. It's inside the inner courtyard.
Are there guards and stuff at the archway?
There are soldiers not at that archway, but there are as you look through it, roll perception. I don't know. You're pretty far away.
9.
Yeah, you have to get closer to be able to really tell from where you're at. Yeah, so you head towards the archery booth, and there's a guy. He's got about 100 yards. I forget, is this actually... I think there's enough space. Let's call it 70 yards. There's about 70 yards of space on one side. As you walk in, it's on the left, and there's a guy there, and he's got a roped off section and some targets down at the far end. And I'm about to get interrupted. No, but he's very smiley. So yeah, there's 2 targets down at the far end. And there's a man standing there. Step right up. Try your luck.
Who needs luck? How much?
Is this Coney Island?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Coney Island. Well, you got to hit the 0 ring, pays double, and the outer ring pays nothing. Sorry.
Yep.
What would you like to wager?
25 gold.
25 gold it is. All right. He holds his hand out and takes your money.
25.
And there's a little line in the turf there in front of you, and you step up and roll attack.
Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, you mother fucking 9.
9. Yeah. So 9 actually does hit the target, thankfully. So you don't look like a complete fool. But it's on the outer ring. It's on the white ring. Hey, yeah, it's a good shot, man. That's real good. You want to try again?
Yes, and I give him another 25.
He holds out his hand. He takes your 25.
Let me get back to it. 25. This is part of my backstory. Live life to the fullest. I shoot.
Roll it.
16.
Oh, 16 is right on the edge of that 0 ring, and you hit it.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that was really lucky. And he hands you 50, your 50 gold back.
Am I the only one here? I guess is there.
No, I'm watching and.
Yeah, we're just watching, hoping you make a fool of yourself so we can make fun of you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go again? You can have up to 3 tries.
Only 3. Yep. I give him 50 gold.
50 gold. All right. He takes the 50 gold.
This, and then I shoot. Oh, 10. It's almost a much more.
It's so close, buddy. So close. Maybe you try your luck in the tournament today. Maybe you shouldn't.
How tall is this man? I give him a menacing glare.
He shudders and kind of slinks away a little bit to the side. Okay.
Well, I guess I didn't take the 50 back, so I'm already 50 down, so we're good.
Okay.
Carcer walks on forward looking for what looks to be like the fighters ready area or the...
Yeah, you kind of walk your way down the aisle, and there, again, it's like you said, Coney Island. There's booths and people, and off to the right, through that large archway to the inner courtyard, you spot some large men in a courtyard, and one woman in the inner courtyard, kind of like sharpening swords and stretching and doing some calisthenics, flexing,
Some light box jumps.
Are they all human?
No, they're not.
Okay.
You
asked the wrong question.
I stare menacingly at the humans and ignore the rest. Continue to walk forward.
Are you headed into the inner courtyard?
I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you head into the inner courtyard, and you see 6 other fighters standing on the patio out, like in the immediate the castle itself, and you kind of eye them up. One of them is a hulking woman, massive arms, huge. This woman is near as jacked as you are. Huge 2-handed sword. She's wearing black armor, and her hair is the same color, like all the way down to her butt. It's Xena, right? Like Warrior Princess. You spot the second man has got real tight cropped hair, very clean cut, shiny armor, a short sword. If this is a knight of some sort, and he looks very, very polished. You spot a third man. He's a taller man, and he's as tall as you are, and he's holding a trident that is like than he is, right? So it's like a massive spear. And then what are you on, the fourth guy? you spot a fourth man, and he's similarly garbed to you, wearing like barbarians style armor, pretty lightweight, except that he doesn't have any weapons, just massive spiked gloves, like metal looking gloves on his hands, and then a full orc spinning around a bola above his head and kind of doing some, he's looks quite acrobatic. He's doing some moves. And then the final contestant you spot has a big shield and spiky blue hair, and she appears to be warming up over in the corner.
I walk up and I speaking to all of them, say something as when does the killing start, and which of you is going to die first?
The woman smiles at you and turns around and ignores you, and the man with no weapons, with the gloves, he kind of grunts at you. Maybe you.
I punch him.
Oh God. Okay.
Unarmed attack.
Are there any guards in this area to keep the peace or anything like that?
Yeah. So you go to take a swing, and the other man with the spear, with the trident, actually sticks the trident right in between the two of you and says, "Save it for the fights." Yeah, I assume since Thorn, you asked, you had approached and come inside the inner courtyard as well.
Yeah, I was just
as
following behind.
You kind of like watching Karsa to the right, but you would clearly notice to the left, because Karsa's so like zoned in and focused on the fighters, that there's a whole host of noble-looking folks all around the castle steps, and there's guards behind them, and a couple of soldiers up there as well. And a small crowd of people kind of gathering on the lawn on the outside of the paved area.
So, the nobles, how would it be possible for me to get close enough to get a real good look at them?
Yeah, I mean, you're already... as you enter the courtyard, you're within 70 feet.
Okay, my goal here is to be able to like look one up and down well enough that I could use disguise self later to impersonate one of them.
Okay. The whole courtyard is 110 feet by 110 feet. So size-wise, so you kind of notice on the left there's a couple of younger men that are kind of in the corner, kind of near a little tented area. You spot a soldier. You spot a very well-dressed man in the center, standing right on the stairs, and a woman next to him, also equally well-dressed. They're flanked by two very able-looking soldiers. There's a couple of guards behind them as well, and then off on the other side of that left-hand side of the courtyard, there's a handful of other noble-looking folks. So, is there one in particular you want to target?
The couple sounds about what I'm looking for here. If I can get close to the two of them.
Sure. How close do you want to get?
So what are they doing? Could I just like walk past them within like 10 feet?
Nah, you probably couldn't walk. So you approach, and as you approach, one of the guards steps up in front of you and kind of bars your way a little bit. Do you have business with the Duke?
Ah, okay. So that's the Duke. No, sir.
They're
no.
talking. The Duke and the Duchess are talking and kind of looking at the fighters. They're noticing the little scrum that's happened with Karsa over there and are kind of nodding somewhat approvingly.
No, not presently. I was just hoping to give our fine host this evening my regards, but clearly he is otherwise engaged. So perhaps I'll catch him at another time. And I just do a deep bow and then turn back around.
Roll perception.
Roll perception?
Yes, please.
All right.
You're trying to capture this guy's visage, right? Like you're trying to.
If I was close enough to make an attempt at that, yes, and that's a 19.
Yeah. Okay. So no problem. You feel like you got a pretty good idea, a pretty good bead on the Duke and what he looks like.
All right. Nice. This will be terrible later.
The guard kind of waves over at the grass area around the outside. Yeah, you know, spectators can go stand on the outside over there. Okay, I think that this is where we're going to take a small break. Good?
Yep, sounds good.
I think we're going to do 10 minutes. Let's just make it an even back at 9:20. It's a little more than 10.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll go 9:20. All right?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Like a plan.
Awesome, y'all.
BRB.
Bye.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so I think that what we'll do, Thorn, you have basically walked right across the battlefield, and I assume you've gone off to the grass as well?
Yeah. Mission accomplished. Time to go home. Wait, not quite. We're getting there.
Yeah. And everyone else has kind of been following, I assume. You hear a caller from the tent nearest the entrance and the entrance to the castle, nearest the entrance to the inner courtyard and the castle. You hear a caller yelling, "Assembly, please, everyone! It's time to get started!" And he's, shouting for everybody and calling them in. And there's some ushers. They usher you guys in with the rest of the nobles around the outside in the courtyard area, and the caller. Hold on, I'm gonna switch maps. Ow.
Some kind of music going.
Let's see if this works. Might take a minute to load. This is a big ass map.
There's a ninja, looks like.
You see where you are in the courtyard?
Oh, I have to scroll away.
Pinging.
Oh, Jesus, I was zoomed in. Okay.
Whoa. Way zoomed in.
I didn't catch a ping, but I see what looks like a courtyard.
I see this.
I'm looking for myself.
Thorn, you are.
Oh, there I am. Okay, up top. Yep.
Yep. And I do not have tokens for the entire crowd. There is a crowd. You guys are in the middle of a crowd out here in the grass, out here on the edges, out here. The Duke steps up. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hopefully we have a good show for you this year. We've got 7 entries. I'm excited to see the competition. Let's have a nice fight. And he steps back. And the caller by the tent over here, he yells out, "First fight will be Boomda and Mulu." And Boomda and Mulu step out, and the guy's swinging his thing, and the clean warrior there, and the knight steps up with a short sword. And they clash, and they dive right into it. And I tell you what, let's do this way. Kat, you roll for Boomda.
Okay.
And Roger, you roll for Mulu. Highest roll wins the fight.
Ugh, 7.
What do you got, Roger?
It's muted.
You're muted.
I saw his mouth say 5. Haha!
5 to 7. And so Boomda's wheeling, the bolo, and he slips it right under the guy's Mulu's legs and flips him up and down, and then the bolo comes right back down on his face. He's not wearing a helmet because he's got pretty hair, and now his head is concave, and he is no more.
Oh.
And the crowd, it goes wild, is cheering, and the Duchess is clapping, and there's just blood everywhere, And a couple of the guards on the sides over here, these kind of guys, there's guards all over this map. That's these guys here. They run over and they grab Mulu's body and they just drop him right on the ground where he started. And Boomda's cheering, and kind of back to the side. And the caller steps up. The second fight will be Tia and Talita. And they both step up. Let's see. Eric, you roll for Talita. And Jason, you roll for Tia.
Tia
and Mia.
4.
Natural 20.
I thought the other one. Oh, goodness.
How do you want to do
What
it?
kind of weapon do I have? What's this?
Rolled for what? Tia, I think I said,
Tia.
or Talita? I forget. Tia, she's got a great sword, two-handed
Just
great sword.
Skewer
This is Xena Warrior
up,
Princess,
skewer
bro.
up through the stomach, lifting off the ground. Just whoosh.
Yeah, he tries to get a spear in, but she just like ducks right in underneath of it, you know, and just guts him. Blood
Comes out the
everywhere,
back of the
and the
neck.
crowd is again cheering and screaming and yelling. And you know, again, little soldiers run out there and they grab the body and they drop it right next to you, Karsa. This is the guy that stopped you earlier, by the way.
Tia.
And Tia just walks back. She doesn't even like. She doesn't know, like, you know, she's too cool to cheer for herself. You know?
Nice.
Ball drugs.
And the next fight.
Growth 2 inches. At this display.
And the next fight will be Karsa and. I didn't get a name on this guy.
Mushu pork.
It's actually his name's there. It just wasn't the template wasn't showing it. It's Yumbal, and Karsa and Yumbal step up.
See the orc?
No, the orc's dead.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
no, the orc won the first fight. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
the full orc. He's got the bolo. It's like skulls. It's like bolo. You know. So go ahead, roll initiative.
5.
My
At least it's just initiative.
Got those poor rolls out of the
Oh, yeah,
way.
he's got you, buddy. Trying to get onto his stat block. Stand by.
What's his name?
Something ball.
Yumbal.
Umball.
Got it. Yeah. He rolls 19 initiative, so he goes first. And he's got, you know, big shield, and a sword with it, and he strikes first and attacks. Actually, I'm supposed to be rolling damage at the same time. Sorry, my bad. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
6 damage. Slashing if it matters.
Not yet. So there are 7, and 3 are dead. So I can rage. Okay.
The rage bad.
This is a win. I think I have to save 1 rage, so I'll wait. Okay, I immediately respond with, do I want to do a reckless attack? I will not yet reckless attack. I will just do a normal soul eater attack. That'll be a 20 to hit,
That hits.
and that'll be 11 damage.
11. Yeah. You hit him hard, and he stumbles to a knee, and then steps back up and attacks with another swing. That's going to be 14 to hit.
Yes. Blocked
And-
with soul eater.
Soul Eater just. And yeah, Soul Eater actually says, "Eat him."
So then I recklessly attack.
Okay.
So he'll have advantage if he survives. The first one is a 25, and the second is 21.
Hits.
So that's a hit. I will do. Let's see, that's 15 plus. Do I get additional damage on that? Hold on, sorry. It's just, 15.
15. Right. All right. And how do you want to do it?
Oh. Yeah, so I dodged his last attack and then I just like spear him straight through.
Yeah.
And actually, as I'm like spearing him, I hold it there for a second, and Soul Eater grows in front of the crowd into a great sword.
Nice.
It's 20 souls.
It's a pretty good sword. I'm not sure if it's a great sword.
Thorn, the crowd is cheering and screaming, and you notice that the two nobles nearest you, these guys over here, are doing high fives and slapping each other, and they're like, they're cheering for Karsa. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, and the little guy, the soldiers come running out and grab the body of
Yeah, drag him away.
drag the corpse away. The now soulless, lifeless corpse.
Yeah. He looks a little withered.
Yeah.
He's like grayed a little already.
And the caller calls out, the next fight will be Vincent and Boomba. And they, step out. Let's see, who's the last round? Let's do Cat versus Jason this time.
Okay.
Wait, who rolled for Boomba last time? Was that you, Cat?
That was me.
Yeah, so you're Boomba. Jason,
Okay.
you rolled for Tia though, right, Jay?
Tia, but Thorn
All
hasn't
right,
had a
Roger.
roll yet.
Roger.
Yes.
Thorn hasn't had a roll?
We've all rolled
Oh,
at
you
least
did?
once.
We've all rolled.
Yeah, but
My guy
Roger's
died.
Yeah, so Roger, you got a new guy. Boomba, or Vincent. Vincent
Vincent.
steps up. Contested roll.
10.
13.
Ah, bye,
Guys.
Booba.
The rolls are not amazing. I mean, 13. So Boomba so Vincent's got these massive gauntlets, right? And he literally just snatches the Bolo out of the air, drags him in, and bludgeons him to death with the spikes on the gauntlets.
Oh, goodness. Bye,
Uh, Boomba returns, is carried back and dropped on the ground next to you. The next fight will be Tia and Karsa. And they step up. Tia steps up.
As they walk out, I start walking over towards the two nobles that were cheering on Karsa last time.
Okay, go ahead. You can move yourself, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 21 initiative.
I'm going to circle around with Thorn.
Okay.
Just to kind of hit him.
Bless you.
Is this courtyard like
Thank
a
you.
wall between the grass and the stone, or is it just like a patio situation?
There's an entryway here where I'm pinging, and it's solid otherwise. Make sense?
No,
Like this part right here, is this a
That's
patio?
patio. Yeah, that's
it's
patio.
just all one level.
Yeah, that's all one level. The grass is just, you're standing out in the grass out there. Sorry, I'm looking for, I switched my sheets. I need to go back to my, dang it.
Tia!
Yeah. Okay, so
Xena.
that's not 16. So what was yours?
21.
21. All right, so you go first.
I will rage. Sure. And then, yeah, I'll recklessly attack because I'm raged. I feel like I would do that. So let's see. I've got, that's going to hit. The first one's 26 and then a crit. That's why you do it. So we're going to do, it's a lot of dice now. 18 on the first one. That's not right. Why did it roll? It rolled. Does it know I crit? It did know I crit. That's interesting. Okay. So 18, and then I add 2 is 20, and I roll one more d6. I think. 22.
Yeah. So yeah, Soul Eater bites into her shoulder and she stumbles to the ground and she turns her sword back on you, but she's hurting.
Tia.
Tia's looking rough.
She has advantage.
She does get advantage. Oh, I gotta get another die, eh? 2 of these, 1 of these. All right, so 13 and 5 is 18 to hit.
Yep.
And 9 damage. Slashing, obviously.
Flashing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take F, so I'll take 5.
Yeah.
I feel like these guys haven't taken any damage their first 2 fights. One hit wonders. All right.
Last jaw.
Then I will do the same right back at her recklessly attack.
Yep.
First one's a 25, second one's 21.
Hits.
So damage is going to be 18.
18. Yeah. How do you want to do it?
How do I do it? Well, her like one shoulder is almost cleaved in half already.
Yeah.
So I just finished the job from that side, sort of like make it halfway through her meaty torso.
So yeah, you know that scene in is it Monty Python with the blood spurting out of the arm socket?
The Black Knight.
The Black
Only
Knight.
a
Thank
flesh
you.
wound.
Barely a flesh wound. Yeah, this is not. This is like the full-on, like arm off, like bleeding everywhere, and she crumples to the ground and just bleeds out on the ground, right in front of you.
Nice.
And the little guys come over and they just, the crowd is cheering, and the two guys over here are high-fiving and butt slapping, and like they're all fired up because Carsa's apparently their man now, and and the Duke and the Duchess are very haughty-taughty clapping and super happy, and you see some money maybe being exchanged.
Have we heard
back
people
here.
betting? Like, is there some pot we can get into?
You could try to strike up a bet with somebody in the crowd if you got any money left after giving it to the archery guy.
That's such a paltry sum.
So these two you said were doing Carsa. Are there anybody over here that's like rooting for the other side?
So as you step up near these guys, as you come off the grass, one of the soldiers steps up and asks you to, sorry ma'am, please, it's only nobility on the pavement, and asks you to step back.
And who do you think I am that I'm not nobility?
Well, by nobility, ma'am, we mean members of the Duke or the Duchess's family.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can.
Frankly, none of them have tails.
I just kind of whip it around as he talks. Yes, but I'm sure that they have, and I kind of pull out like 10 gold coins. So I just kind of go like this and say that they'd probably be interested in making a bet with me.
Yeah. He, as you're doing this and the coins are flying, he snatches one out of the air and steps aside.
And I just pat him with my tail. So I guess, can I talk to this one? I'm going to assume that since these two are Carsa people, I'm looking for somebody from the other side.
Sure. Yeah. You step up. This is an older gentleman. He's, it's still well-to-do. He's clearly got money. He's got, very rich clothing on. You don't spot any weapons or anything on him.
Hello, good sir. Who's the person that's left besides Carsa? What's the other guy's name?
Vincent.
Vincent. So it seems like you have an eye for Mr. Vincent over there.
Oh, Vincent. Yes. Well, he's won 3 years in a row now. And frankly, he's the only one that's survived 3 years in a row.
And would you care to perhaps make a wager? The event?
A wager, my lady. Well, yes. Seems reasonable. He kind of eyes you up and down. What kind of wager might you have in mind?
Well, I come from a noble family myself, obviously in different parts as I twirl the, my tail around a little bit.
He eyes some of your parts.
Yeah. And I just find it fascinating, the difference in castles all over the place. So I was hoping that if my champion wins, that you could give me a tour of this magnificent castle.
A tour of the castle? My lady, you need only ask. I'd be happy to do that myself. What say you we have some fun prior? Maybe a little wager, like you said? 100 gold on your champion.
100 for 100?
Absolutely. The caller calls out, and the final fight of the day will be Carsa and Vincent! And the crowd cheers for Vincent.
As they move forward, I put my arm through his arm, and I said, "I'm Ruby, by the way."
Ruby.
Well, Ruby.
I'm Ruby.
Well, it's such a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, my dear. He hand in hand here, right? He puts his hand around your waist. He feels around a little bit for the tail.
Just kind of slightly taps him.
In the nut.
The Duke steps up as you guys step up to battle. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is the final fight. And as a thank you to everyone on your way out, there's a small constellation, a thank you gift from the king. And please stop by the tent on the way out the door. And let the fight begin. And he shouts, and kind of holds his hand up in the air. And let's roll initiative.
8.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta scroll up. 17. So, everyone can roll perception. It'll be a group check.
14.
7. I'm going pretty crappy today.
5.
It's 5.
You all do not see him cheating, okay? Got it.
Oh,
Does this include
I have
Carsa?
advantage on perception because my shield, still a 5.
Well done, sir.
If Carsa is participating or not?
What's that?
Is Carsa participating in
Oh
the
yeah,
percep-
absolutely.
Oh,
Did you roll?
I got a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
yeah.
2 passes.
Everybody totally is oblivious to what's going on around you. And Vincent rushes up and takes 2 strikes, one with each fist, at you. And hold on, I gotta find the D4. There it is. First attack is 10 to AC.
No.
Second attack is 14 to AC.
No.
And you kind of neatly dodge out of the way of both, no problem. Go ahead.
I scoff at him and I say, "You silly children never learn how to fight." And then I start the rage machine, and I jump straight in with a reckless attack.
Oh, goodness.
So my advantage first roll is a 20, second roll is a 10. 20 hits,
Yeah, 20 hits.
and the damage is gonna be...
3.
Why is it rolling? Oh, plus 6. 17.
17. Got it. Can somebody keep track of these for me, please? Everyone, yeah. So Soul Leader slashes into him. You're two-hand wielding this thing, I assume now, right? Like this is like a full-on, yeah. And everyone roll perception.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that was not a 20. 14 again.
17.
10.
Perception. Jesus.
15.
9.
Okay, so the crowd is cheering. I guess anyone over 15. Who was that? I think it was.
I was
hit
over
15.
17.
So, Rich, you're kind of taken out of the moment for a little bit because you hear something that is not the crowd. Same with you, Roger. I'm sorry, Belfris. Belfris, your eyes are pulled up to the sky. Karsa, you're too busy to look up, but you sense something. You hear and feel something. Vincent lashes out with 2 more strikes.
He has advantage.
Sweet.
Mistakes
Yeah.
were made.
On his first attack,
On the first attack only.
I believe. Is it? Mine is. Let me make sure.
Oh,
Always
good night, little one.
I think all attacks.
But yeah, attack rolls again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess all of them. Yep.
All right, 23.
Yeah.
5 damage on the first attack. Second attack.
5, 3. Okay.
15.
Yep. Okay.
And 3 damage on that one. Your attack, sir.
I
Spikes in the gut. Both hit.
and I sort of find glee in the moment. I was like, yes, someone finally hit me. Yeah. And I recklessly attack right back. That'll be a 20 and a 26, but not a crit. Damage will be 18 that time.
Okay.
It's almost.
Who's got that total for me?
He's at 35.
35.
Because it was half.
Okay.
I'm doing my damage.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Well,
Or-
you're right. You're
Okay.
right.
Everyone roll perception.
Perception.
Hey, 16.
6.
10.
After mod 20.
14.
Nice.
Okay. So, Thorn and Dahlia, you hear the same rumbling. It's getting louder. It's coming from above, and you look up at the sky, and you see a teeny tiny red ball of fire coming down out of the sky.
I immediately cast using my staff. Sorry. I'm trying to get there.
It only has like 50 different things to do.
I know. Globe of Invulnerability,
Okay.
which would actually come around me and the person next to me. So,
Yeah.
10-foot radius.
You and your new boyfriend.
My new boyfriend.
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't know. I offered my name, but you didn't offer one back.
he introduced himself. What did he say his name was?
Rolo.
Rolo. Got it.
Rolo. Okay.
Sounds like a Rolo.
Game from Vikings. Spoiler alert.
Rolo kind of
Yeah.
looks around. Feels a little warm in here, doesn't it?
It's just the fight.
Gets a little hot, hey? All right. Vincent attacks.
Vincent.
So advantage again.
Advantage again? Yeah, that's what I thought. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
4 damage. Second fist. 19 to hit. It's 3 damage. This time you take one to the jaw. Right in the jaw. Blood coming across your cheek.
I can do this all day! And I recklessly attack. 25, and I just want another crit. Nope, 18. 25 will hit though, assume, and that's 16 more.
Yeah, okay. What's the total on that?
We're at 51.
Okay. And everyone roll
Seems like
perception.
a one-sided fight with these fists versus a soul eater.
I know.
Perception.
4.
Except we're all
perception's getting
blind.
worse.
Hey, I got a 20.
7.
21.
14 again.
Okay. All right, yeah, again, anyone above 15, you look up. Karsa, this time, you look up, you can't miss it. And in fact, that's why you took the hit to the face. There's a fireball streaking out of the sky directly at you guys, coming down, and it is like a bat out of hell. Think like like it's a literal giant fireball streaking down at this castle. Vincent.
Can I gauge how long before I think it'll hit? Like within the next 12 seconds? 2 turns?
Eric, you saw it last time, didn't you?
Saw it twice
Yes.
in a row. Like,
Eric, you realized that you guys have
and no one's
literal
saying
seconds
anything 'cause I
before
haven't
this
seen
thing hits.
Okay, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to magnify my voice. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud, and so I'm going to shout the castle's under fire! Take cover! And I will. There is not much in terms of cover. I'm going to run for the closest wall.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll allow everyone in the courtyard 1 move.
Yeah.
I tell Rolo he should stick with me, but move him closer to the wall.
Oh yeah, he sticks right with you.
I kind of drag him over.
Yep. The Duke and the Duchess kind of look at each other in shock. Like, does thaumaturgy, does it come from you, or is it just like all around?
It's my voice, so my voice booms. It's like I had a megaphone.
Like you had a megaphone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the caller, this guy down here, he looks insanely jealous for a moment at how loud your voice was. And all the crowd around looking startled and confused, and Vincent attacks.
From above.
22 to hit, 6 damage. Second attack, 23 to hit. 3 damage. Your turn, sir.
I will I guess I will disengage. I don't know. I know.
I got heals. I got you covered.
Certainly, if you think that's out of character, then Karsa like swings. Yeah, you're right. The bloodlust is just raging in his eyes now. He can't stop. It's uncontrollable. He recklessly attacks. Oh, that's so close to a crit. 27. And that's gonna be 13 damage. And then he looks up again, and it looks like he's preparing to like baseball this mofo, like this fireball as it comes down.
Okay. Everyone roll perception.
Nope.
Much lower
Oh
DC
my
this
God.
time.
3.
Yeah, because it's like up of us.
12.
Thorn didn't say from where, so I'm still obliviously running to a corner.
Okay. So it's the sonic boom that hits you first, all of you, right? It like slams the whole courtyard, and the stone is like the glass in the windows on the castle shatters, and people start screaming, and the fireball gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it just disappears, and inside of it is a massive silver object, and it comes down and literally lands right on top of the castle above your heads.
Aliens?
And Vincent,
He's at 64 hit point. 64 damage for that.
how much more?
He's at 64.
Oh yeah. So,
Sure.
and how did you want to do that? Because you actually did kill him.
I was gonna say, if he's looking up at something, I'm not sure he's seeing much. So I can't gauge whether or not this came from him, but assuming his last attacks wrecked me a little hard, I'm feeling pretty angry and hurt. I just charge straight at him, and I get inside of his swings and just like lift him up and then slam him down on the point of my Soul Eater.
Okay. Yeah, and okay, so this silver obelisk comes down and lands on top of the building, and people are scattered and screaming, and the guards grab the Duke and the Duchess and rush them into the building, actually, right? And the other guards are like clamoring, and you hear shouting on the rooftops, and I'm actually gonna just those guys disappear, and people are screaming and trying to run from the castle, and you hear a voice that booms across the courtyard, not unlike the way Thorns just did, frankly. And it's coming from atop the castle, and you look up, and you see a humanoid figure standing on top of the castle. And if I can get it to show up, I'll try. Now, granted, this is 3 stories above you, and his voice is just booming out and filling, the entire courtyard. He shouts, he's speaking normally, but it's hurting your eardrums. It is the will of the Endu that we should spread to all blessed by their creation. You shall find the path to enlightenment. The path and the greatness of the Endu cannot be denied. Those who reject the path to enlightenment must be destroyed. And you hear more screams from atop the battlements, and you hear small explosions.
I'm going to whistle like I do for my horse, but assume that the rest of the blades will understand that it's like a blades assemble. And
Sorry, I can put that item there now.
oh my
Oh,
goodness.
shoot.
Damn, that's big.
It really is aliens.
And I'm going to
That's an obelisk.
No, it's a giant silver.
Object.
Airplane.
You have no, yeah, but Belfris has
Wait.
no frame of reference for this. So I was trying to describe it in a way that made sense. So.
Got it.
Weird
Got
statue.
So I want to whistle for the rest of them to see if they'll follow, and just kind of like drag Rolo inside since he's a noble person. I figure let's get you inside, my dear.
Sure. And as you step inside, you hear the voice again. We do not require blind faith, only that you believe what you see to be true. All who follow the path will join us in enlightenment, and those who abandon the path are evil. All will know the power of the Endu. He's literally up there giving a sermon, like, right?
Goes into it.
Are the two Karsa fanboys still right here?
Oh no, they're like cowering in fear. Sorry, I'm not really doing a good job of keeping up with the tokens. But
Well, I mean, it's a lot of tokens to move all at once. I just, I want to walk over to them if they're still.
yeah, they're like up against the wall over here. Let's say I'm on the wrong layer to move them. Hold on. There you go.
Good
they-
enough.
yeah.
So I go over to them and say that, well, gentlemen, it seems our champion has been decided, and our Duke may be in rather immediate need of his services. Would you be able to assist us in gaining access to the castle roof?
They're like shaking. The castle. You want to go up there?
Well, Karsa the champion isn't going to be able to kick its ass from all the way down here, is he?
Yeah, but you're crazy. Stairs. They're at the back of the castle, man. Good luck.
All right, and the guard next to them, I look over at him and ask him, so you think you can get us there?
Oh yeah. He faints.
Very well. And I start moving towards the way they gestured.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are all heading inside the castle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come inside the castle. We can do this. Let's do this. We're doing it. You enter the castle and you hear the sounds of combat. Immediately in front of you, let's see where you guys are at. This rotated. Sorry, bear with it. Right.
We're coming in from the right to the left.
There's a bear with us. What kind of bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you enter the castle. You guys are you able to move yourselves?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Pretty tight.
I
the
think
scale
Dahlia's
is not
probably
perfect.
first at this point.
Okay, scale's not great, but work with it. So you move in, and there's two soldiers, and they're kind of hiding inside the doorway, and you see a pile of like metal scraps on the ground in front of them, and then you hear like a loud popping noise, and then one of them goes down to the ground. You don't see what caused it.
And I turn to Rolo and I say, how do we get to the interior of the castle?
He's like shaking and terrified. The interior? We're inside. Stairs to the left. They go up, and he turns around and runs.
I'm going to find you for my 100 coin later.
You can always trust the nobles to nobly look after their own self-interest.
Yep. All right. Should we go to the right or go to the left?
Man
you hear
said
it.
left.
You hear another pop, and the other guard crumples to the ground in front of you.
Oh, I'm moving away from that door. Bye.
I'm charging for it.
Good for you.
Yeah, I backed up a little bit.
So if I just make a beeline for it, do I see anything as I cross this hallway, and do I get to the door unhindered?
You get to the door unhindered, and you see in front of you, immediately in front of you, a pile of scrap. And then not too far ahead, you see the winding staircase, and you can look, guys. I didn't have time to do the fog of war stuff on these maps.
That's fine.
But you spot this robot here. The other one is just out of sight.
What's a robot?
Exactly. You spot a large. I'm going to use the word robot because it is a robot.
Suit of armor.
But it looks like a knight. Yeah, like a tiny, skinny knight, and it has a massive chain gun mounted to its shoulder, and it is. It turns and sees you, and roll initiative.
Is that one at the bottom of the stairs truly dead?
Yeah,
Is that the scrap?
Yeah.
Okay.
My rolling.
Initiative. So high.
Oh yeah,
21.
same.
Nice.
17.
You guys got a combat sheet going?
Whoop.
Yeah. Section 3. Bot 1.
Input bot
Bot
1 and bot 2 at 13 initiative.
Wow, everyone rolled pretty well except me.
Well done. Top of the order is Karsa.
Working on the sword.
Sorry, Karsa and Thorn. You guys can choose who goes first. Sorry.
Thorn might as well, since he's in the front.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these guys seem pretty nasty, but you know, I'm leading the charge.
red blades.
So, you know what? I haven't used this one before. Why not? We'll see how it goes. I will move up to the closest one. I think that's this one. Yep. The way the stair works. And then cast a spiritual weapon. That's a bonus action. So when I cast it, I make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that goes. 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Ooh.
And that's... sorry, the damage does not want to roll. 1 moment. Okay. Got it. Wow, max damage. 11 force damage.
Nice.
And then for my basic, or my standard action, since that was a bonus, I'll go at him with the dagger.
Okay.
A 23 to hit,
Hit.
and 7 damage.
Nice. Good round.
Yeah, almost max damage on that one as well.
All right. Let's see. Karsa, you're up.
I know that you said the scale is wrong, but you think I can move in there?
Yeah, I think you can move to there and attack from there.
Cool. And I say, like, more have come to challenge me. Ha ha. And I just shoot, man. Is it the only 2 I see? Yeah.
From
Does
where
he see
you
2?
are, you see one. Thorn sees 2.
Oh, they're coming down the steps. That's right.
Yeah, they're coming downstairs.
Okay. I think I just normal attack these guys. Let's see. It's gonna be. And
No, that won't hit.
should have raged. Okay. That's that.
Selfers. Dolly on deck.
All right. So I it takes an action to put my hood up, so I'm going to put the hood up, which gives me advantage on stealth checks and others disadvantage on perceiving me. I guess I'm still outside, so I don't know exactly what's going on inside, but I'm putting the hood up because of the dude on the roof. I will come in the door, see the two crumpled guards, see Dahlia and Baldrug on the right, and I will kind of look at them and head their direction.
Pointing that way.
No,
Well,
Baldrug's pointing the other way, so I turn around, and I guess I'll make it to about there.
What was your damage on your 2 attacks? They weren't written down.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Put them in. It
13
was
on the first?
it was an 11.
11 on
and
the
7.
first, and 7 on the second,
11 and 7. Alright.
which is 1 point off from perfect.
So my action was to put the hood up, so I am finished.
Is that?
Can I make it in behind these
Is
guys?
that an action
Is
to
that
put
really
your
an
hood up?
It is according to the thing. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action.
I'm gonna say that you did that outside if you're okay with that, because that seems kind of like
I feel like
Something-
that's a 30-second, not even a 30-second, like a 5-second just whoop, and then
That sounds
you go
like
and do.
3.
Oh, bonus action, maybe.
Yeah, but okay. Then I do have an action.
Yep.
Do I still have? Do you think I still have movement range? I came in from here.
I think you could get anywhere up in here. Yeah,
All right, so like in there.
sure.
And
All right. At that point, I think I can see, but he's coming up the stairs, so there may be a doorway in the way.
I think you got line of sight to these corners over here.
Line of sight. All right, then I will.
From this corner to this corner, I think you're good.
All right, I will try a.
Thread the needle.
Yeah, I will try a walloping arrow. I have 2 of those left.
Okay.
Attack action. All right, so short bow. That's a 20 to hit.
Isn't this just?
That hits.
Oh yeah. So DC 10 strength saving throw. Or do you-
Yep. So that's 5 damage from the hit. I'm looking at the walloping arrow. Yeah, you just need to succeed a DC 10 strength check.
Roll 17.
All right. So he's still up.
Yep. It neatly dodges. This thing is like incredibly agile. You're like, whoa, that moved really fast.
But he took the hit.
Yep.
5 damage.
I already put it on there.
Okay.
Okay. The robot, you hear some ring, ring, like noises and things, robot style. And it reaches out and slams you with a fist.
What about me?
That's
Dahlia's
Dahlia.
next. Unless
Oh, I'm sorry, Dahlia.
it's
Go ahead,
contested
please.
initiative, I guess. I don't
Go
know
ahead.
how you decide.
Alphabetically, it's Dahlia.
Oh.
Go ahead, Dahlia.
Can I squeeze in here? Over to here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be able to.
Okay. And then I will.
Meet Merp.
Yep. I can't reach him. So I'll just go ahead and do a crossbow, I guess, at this moment.
Okay.
So it's a D8. And that does not hit at all. Nope. 4, 7. Yeah, so that doesn't hit.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, the robot, does some beep 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 boy beep noises and reaches out with a hand and just touches you, Thorn. Everyone, yeah, he tries to. Everyone roll a Dex save 13.
Everyone?
No, I'm sorry, not Baldrug. You're too far away.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
14.
Rolled a 19, so
13
22.
exactly.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay, you'll take 2 electric damage. Let's call it lightning damage.
It's
Well, I
electric.
have resist on that anyway.
Electric
Woogie,
woogie woogie. Woogie woogie.
Okay, and the second robot. Man, can it get down? Yeah, it moves down. I'm on the wrong thing, aren't I? Wrong tool. It moves down 1. Although I think it had line of sight on you, right, Thorn?
Yeah. You said I could see it, so it could see me.
Yeah. So you see the gun on the shoulder spin up, and it fires a burst at you. Hold on, I get the right.
Do we even know what guns are?
Nope.
No, you have no idea
I'm
what that is.
Just checking.
You see magic burst forth from its shoulder. Thunderclaps.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. That's 11.
Nope.
Okay. The rounds scatter off the wall, and that'll take us to Baldrug.
Baldrug. Does it look like I can't even get through?
You can pass through us, right?
You can pass through,
I
but
mean,
you
this
can't
is
pass.
a one. Is this a one wide stairway basically?
I'm saying it's a 2 wide. I think that if you got into this position
Let me get
here,
right here. I'll just sort of peek around with my bow to see what I
Yep.
can see. I'll fire a shot at this one,
I think that sounds good to me.
and that's, let's see, probably not my. I'll go ahead and shoot her up. Oh, you son of a bitch! 12.
Yeah, that arrow clangs off the back wall of the staircase, taking us to the top
I will
of the order.
get back to. I think I just use the rest of my movement.
Okay, Thorn.
All right. So the spiritual weapon's still up and will be so. Oh, for the next minute. So I'll start with it. This is a bonus action again. That's a 1.
Okay.
And then the dagger. Crit
Got him. Let's go home.
for 7 damage.
Nice.
Those big old dagger crits.
That one's at 30 damage.
Parsa.
Throws out a little poison, but it doesn't do any good on the metal being.
I'll take a risk and recklessly attack for advantage and then advantage back.
Okay.
First roll will be a 20 after mod, and the second one is exactly the same.
Hit.
So 14 damage.
Nice. Okay. Belfast.
Tanky robots. Of course, if other people would hit.
Hey, I had a good round.
Yeah, you and I, right?
I'm contemplating using a lightning breath just since they are metallic, but I'm not in a good position, and I'd hit friendlies. So I'm gonna wait and save that since it's a one-time use. So I will just get a regular arrow, and I will go for a regular bow shot.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. That's a 10.
No, that won't hit.
Yeah.
Dahlia.
All right, I'm gonna expend a charge and do magic missile on the first guy. So it's just
Okay.
gonna hit
All 3?
all 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, and the magic missiles just slam into its chest, and it must have hit something critical because it and falls to the ground.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, we got one of these golems. On to the next one.
If I can mark it, there you go. And that robot sees its buddy go down and immediately steps into place, and it uses its charge. Dex 13 save, everyone. I think 1, 2, 3. Everyone this time.
13.
Dex.
Dex.
17.
This is a saving
16.
It's a saving throw.
throw. Should be no problem, he says as he rolls shitty and gets a 9.
Anyone who doesn't make it takes 1 damage.
Ooh, boy.
Alright.
You guys got a good roll on that
I've had
one.
more painful sexual encounters.
Oh, wait, is it still a minute since it's been...
Outside?
Huh?
Nah, that guy was giving speeches on the roof and shit. It's been a minute.
So my
Yeah.
globe of vulnerability is down.
Yeah. That takes us to Boldrug.
Ball drug. Okay. Yeah. I will come back to my little peeky spot. I will peek around the corner, and with my my knowledge of having spent a couple of days with my bow, I shoot an arrow. But instead of an arrow, if it hits, it will be a shocking grasp.
Nice.
So I'll expend one of my charges. I still have to make the hit roll. It's a 10. So nothing happens. It looks like I just shoot an arrow and it misses.
Dang.
Oh,
I have to
does
somehow-
your shocking grasp give you advantage if the target is wearing armor made of metal?
I mean, it's a shocking. Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, I have
The
advantage
spell
on the attack roll.
itself
I
gives me
assume so.
advantage.
Well, I don't know. It says I used the arrow, but I cast the spell, but it's based on the hit of the arrow. Maybe I get the advantage? I don't know. That part's not clear to me. I think the effect of the
DM?
spell is...
That's a stretch. I feel like that's a stretch. You gotta hit with the arrow first.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the Shocking Grasp was normally a touch spell, which would
Yeah.
get
Yes,
an
it
advantage. I
is.
don't know if the arrow would or would not get advantage.
All right,
I'm gonna go with no. Thorn,
my
you're
turn.
up.
And I move further back, because I didn't have as much movement there.
Okay.
All right, spiritual weapon fires off again.
So I
Okay.
have to make these charges.
One moment. Please hit. 16.
Hit.
6 damage on that. Bouncing back around to the dagger. 18 and 8 damage. So 6 and 8. Thank you, whoever got that. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Karsa, Dolphus on deck. You're
Sorry, I
muted.
was muted. I recklessly attacked and rolled 2 1s.
Oh,
Nope. That
take a
ain't gonna
knee.
happen.
Jeez.
I thought you were the one person I could depend on to do
I
some
know.
damage here with me.
All right,
Go ahead,
Dolphus.
sorry. Another bow attack. $19 to hit.
Hit.
Yay. For a total of 5 damage.
All right.
Actually,
DiMaggio?
Thorn is right there, right? So that brings into play sneak attack, right? Because he's busy with someone within 5 feet of him.
Yep.
So then we'll get to add 2d6 to that.
Karsa too.
I'm not sneak attacking Karsa.
Maybe you should.
Add 6 to that. So 11
Okay.
damage.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going to
Solid.
magic missile.
So you don't miss.
Yep. 3,
She's-
4.
that means she's gonna magic hiddle.
10.
Nice. That's hot. The robot, you see the gun spin up and it fires at Thorn. Make sure I get the right one.
Does that get disadvantage if it's like a ranged attack next to another?
Oh,
Use a
yeah.
ranged attack.
Opportunity attack, at least, right? From me?
Is it an OA on ranged?
The rules on that changed from 4th edition.
I thought it was. Yeah, what is that?
I mean, it's at least should be disadvantage, I thought.
Ranged attack.
If you're within 5 feet on a ranged attack, it's disadvantage.
All right,
Assuming
I'll buy
not,
that.
assuming you're not incapacitated.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. It reaches out with an arm and slams at you.
Fair.
14.
Nope.
And that takes us to Buldrug.
To the corner. Peek
To the
around.
wall.
I'm just gonna do a regular. Bow. 15.
Yep. No, sorry, 15 does not hit. Just shy.
I mumble loudly and fucking retreat again.
16's a magic number for this, guys. Thorn, top of the order.
Yep. Spiritual weapon gets a 15. And
Just
then the
miss.
dagger gets a 17.
Hit.
So 7 damage off the dagger.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Arsa.
Karsa. Reckless attack.
If you hit it, it should die.
11, 24.
Yay!
Depends on how
And-
hard he hits it.
20,
Now the question is whether or not it
14.
has a soul.
14. I'm gonna guess.
14 damage?
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah, and Soul Eater, you hear it. I am unsatisfied. These creatures, they are unfulfilling. It crumples to the ground.
We run up the stairs.
Do we? Okay.
I do.
Alright, let's go.
All right, you run up the stairs, taking us to the next map.
Then it's gonna be a cliffhanger.
And you, as you round the top of the stairs, you spot some kind of metal helmet floating in the air. You're thoroughly confused at what's going on, but the helmet has arms, lots of them, and little spiderly looking things hanging off of it, but it floats and it turns, and one red eye looks at you. And that is where we will stop for this evening.
Lord Helmet.
Dark helmet.
So,
Comb in the desert. A giant
that
combs.
is where we will wrap up Ride the Wind for this evening.
Huh.
Thank you all for joining us.
The
And
techie
Who would have
music
expected
is-
our Western to turn into a sci-fi?
Well, this is making the music choices I was sent more clear now. I have like techie EDM music as the.
This is
fucking
gonna end
backdrop.
up being like Cowboy and Aliens. Cowboys and Aliens.
We
So is
need,
that
There we go.
Who was in that terrible movie?
Count us out.
Oh, it was.
Count us out, Baldrick.
Okay, well, we're
Oh,
done. Okay, bye. Thanks, everyone.
See you next week.
I guess it's our normal week next week.
I think I'm ready to go next week, so that next week is fine as long as my wife doesn't, divorce me.
Oh, well, that's hopefully not.
It won't happen. It's good. Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.